everyone, welcome back. I feel like it has been forever since I have filmed a video, probably because it has been forever. I have been really sick recently, if you cannot tell by my horrendous voice that will not work. Oh, that is so classy. Anyways, yes, I have been sick and my husband and I just moved into our first new home as a married couple, so things have been really interesting in the Hewlett household, to say the least. It has been a lot of fun and dreadful at the same time. Especially being sick has really just put a damper on everything. Makes everything so much worse. But yeah, since I have been MIA, I wanted to do this video for you guys. This is an inspired makeup look from the Victoria's Secret fashion show this year. I think the artist did a great job on the model's makeup. They looked beautiful as always. They just looked very natural, very just normal even. Well, maybe not their weight, body weight, but their skin was very dewy, very luminous, bronzy, with the with the pink cheeks and the pink lip gloss on their lips. They kind of, I felt like, had a gold brown smoky eye going on. They just looked fabulous as always. I think I may have danced around in my underwear. Don't judge. And I did want to mention that once I do get the hang of everything and get in the groove of my new house and, you know, just back into the swing of things, I am going to also do other videos, not just makeup. There's lots of other things I like to do that I want to share with all of you. So yeah, just stay tuned if you want to see that. And what else? If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. I would love to get back to you guys. If you do recreate this look, then just tag me on Instagram or Twitter. I redid my Twitter. Trying to redo my Twitter. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I know, I'm so lame. And if you do enjoy this video, then please thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you would like to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. Bye! Hello everyone. You are going to have to bear with me because yes, my voice sounds like a man. I probably should not have done a voiceover, but here we are. I have already washed and moisturized my face, and I have used my MAC Fix Plus setting spray to get started. If you have seen my videos, you know I like to start with my eyes first because the fallout from the eyeshadow cannot mess up your face if you don't have any foundation on your face. I am going in with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot just to prime my eyes. And for the first eyeshadow we will be using is from the Naked 2 palette. This is Tease, and I am placing this all over my crease just to give my eyes some dimension. This is just a really good transition color that works really well with the colors that we are going to be using later on in this video. Using the same MAC 224 blending brush, I am taking the Milani Bella eyeshadow in the shade Bella Sand, and I'm just sweeping this into my crease on top of Tease. This will just add some shimma and make it look just a little bit better. Now I'm taking a concealer brush from Crown Brushes, but you may use any concealer brush that you would like. I am taking a super old BareMinerals Glimmer Pigment in the shade Joy. This is just a gold, shimmery, frosty, very, I don't know, beautiful pigment. And I am just placing this all over the lower lid of my eyes. I am also taking the same gold pigment and just placing it into my tear ducts and just a little bit on my lower lash line as well. And hopefully one day I will figure out how to use my camera properly, because if it's not one thing, it's the other. Today it seems like it's in focus, but hey, you only get to see half my face. So, yep, still working out those kinks. Now I'm taking a Sigma E55 brush and going back to the Naked 2 palette using the shade Half Baked, and I am just placing this all over the gold eyeshadow glitter pigment stuff that we just used and placing it on top of this. I just think this really makes the lid stand out and just look a little more flashy. The next thing I am doing is taking a Sigma E25 blending brush and still using the same Naked 2 palette. I'm going in with the shade Snakebite, which is just a real pretty gold, shimmery, coppery color, and I'm just placing this on top of Tease, the one that we put into our crease earlier, and oh my gosh, I completely sound like a man. This is embarrassing. Also, do not forget to go back and blend all your eyeshadows. That way you do not have any harsh lines, because those are not cute on anyone, and you are cute. So don't forget to blend. Now I'm using a MAC 215 brush and using the shade Foxy, still from the Naked 2 palette. I really like this shade as a highlight for this look because it is a matte vanilla-y color. Since we have so much shimmer and glimmer going on our eyes already, this really just helps make it look crisp, sharp, and beautiful. Now I'm just going in with any pencil brush, and I am taking the shade Blackout, still from the Naked 2 palette, and I am just placing that on the outer corner of my eye in that crease. You do not want to pick up a lot of this shade. It is very, very pigmented, and you do not want this look to look black or dark. This is just to add some shape and dimension in the eye, so just make sure you really blend that out. And I am going back in with a Sigma E25 blending brush and making sure that I do not have any harshness whatsoever. Next, I am taking an angled liner brush, and I am taking Blackout, and I am placing it where normally my eyeliner would go. Today, this is going to be my eyeliner since the model's makeup, like I said, was not harsh. Everything was just smoked out. Today, I am using an eyeshadow just to make it a little more soft. Also, be sure to place this as close to your lashes as possible, because if you have pathetic, scrawny little eyelashes like me, this will make them appear a little more fuller and thicker. I would also like to apologize if you can hear my husband chewing his cereal at 2:36 a.m. in the morning. I am very sorry about that. Well, I guess since being sick and not wearing makeup for a week, I forgot how to apply mascara because, well, look at that. That's just not even attractive. But this is the L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lash Mascara that I am placing on my lashes before I apply my false lashes. And boom, just like that, my falsies have saved the day. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia brow pencil. And the Anastasia, I don't know, I hear it two different ways. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but you get the point. I am using the Brow Powder Duo in medium brown. Also, I forgot to mention, and just in case you are wondering, I used my all-time favorite eyelashes, which are the Ardell Demi Wispies. The best part about these is they are drugstore. Yes, I am aware that a lot of people like to use higher end. However, these work perfectly for me. I love them. They are the only thing I use. Maybe one day I will branch out. Until then, that's what I'm using. And due to technical difficulties, you did not get to see the last thing I did to my eyes, which was take the color Snakebite and Tease from the Naked 2 palette with a pencil brush, and I just smoked out my bottom lash line and then applied mascara to my bottom lashes. Now I'm going in with Maybelline Instant Pore Eraser and just putting this on my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and my chin before we apply our foundation. Now to get started with our face, I am using the L'Oreal Lumi Primer with the L'Oreal Lumi Foundation in the color W3. I usually do not like to use this foundation because I have oily skin, so it just does not work well on my skin. But for this look, the goal was to look dewy and luminous and fabulous like the Victoria's Secret models, so I'm going to have to get over it. But yeah, I'm going in with a Sigma F80 brush, my holy grail, tried and true foundation brush, and I am just I am just literally placing this all over my face and on my neck to make sure that you cannot see a makeup crease, just in case my skin looks a different color than my face, which hopefully it does not. And for concealer, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shades Light and also in Medium. After that, I will be taking just any stippling brush and really blending that out. If you feel like you have a little bit of cakiness going on, which nobody likes or thinks is cute, you can also go back in with your foundation brush, your beauty blender, your fingers, whatever you use to apply your foundation, and just make sure everything is blended and looking very nicely placed on your beautiful face. After I am through blending my concealer all over my face, I am going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Light, I believe, with a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just sweeping this all over the areas that I place my concealer so that throughout the day it does not cake up or crease or appear too shiny. And before I apply my bronzer, I am just going to quickly sculpt out my face to make it appear just a little more skinnier because, yeah, who doesn't want to look skinnier? I am using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Medium Deep, again with another Real Techniques brush, and I am just starting at my cheeks and just going a little bit down, not all the way to my lips, and then contouring my forehead so that it just kind of goes together, a little bit on my nose, my chin, and my jawline. Now to set my foundation and my concealer in place, I am using the CoverGirl Loose Powder in the shade Translucent, and I am just setting this with a Sonia Kashuk powder brush, and yeah, just, well, you can see sweeping this all over my face. And since my lips were feeling just a little bit dry, I went in with the Maybelline Baby Lips Lip Balm. This step is not necessary, so feel free to skip this, but just in case you are having dry lip syndrome like me, I think this really helps. And for bronzer, I am using the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Glow. I love this shade. It is so beautiful and pigmented and just gorgeous. It leaves a gorgeous finish on your face. At least I think it does. This is a very important part because the models looked very sun-kissed, like it was summertime, even though it's not. This is essential for this look. The models also had very pink, shimmery cheeks, so I am using, again, the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Berry Amour. I also love this shade. It is very pinky and it has some gold undertones, so it just goes really well with the bronzer and just gives you a pop of color, leaving your skin looking fresh and beautiful. And since we are going for a luminous, bronzy, sun-kissed look, for my highlight, I am using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Soft and Gentle. This is my favorite highlight to use, at least that I have found so far. And for the lips, I am using the L'Oreal Paris Color Rich Extraordinaire Liquid Lipstick. Wow, let's say that 5 times fast. In the color Dancing Rose, in case you're wondering. Also, I'm sorry that this last clip is in slow motion, but my camera decided to die on me, so yeah. This is it for this video. It did not film me applying the last step, which is setting my face with my Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. For me, again, since I have oily skin, this part is essential, but you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Do not forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. And I guess I will see you guys next time. I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas. And if you're traveling, stay safe. And I will just talk to you next time. Thank you. Hello to all you beautiful people out there. Huh? Too much? Too much. Hello! No. No. Why? Hello! No, it's not working. Yeah, not cute. Hi everyone! Oh. Hi. I didn't see you there. So today, oh, Lord have mercy. Come on now, work with me. Anyways, I feel like I'm about to give a news report. Let's try this again. Hi everyone, welcome back. It has been... Hi everyone. No. 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 Mm-mm. That was not me.